And hey everybody, welcome back to another Resident Evil Resistance Spencer video here on the channel. And today we are going to be talking about the new version of Sinister Spencer since the September update, Sinister Spencer 3.0. And oh man, is it nasty. Oh, it's so nasty. So I'm going to walk you through the build and the deck, and then we're going to take a look at some matches that I played last night, September 2nd, well, early September 3rd. As I work night shift now, so let's go ahead and jump into this. So we're still running Refract for the D field. I'm still running Defense System for the Super Cores. Now the change here in this part of the framework was the Paracelsus generator, and what this does is instead of the battery that we were using before in 2.5, where we get extra 10 bioenergy and the mods speed up regeneration, this actually has a 10-second interval for ticks where it lowers the cost of all cards you hand by 1 every 10 seconds. And I tried that out to see what it does, and oh, man. Oh my god, this is amazing. Still running the Invulnerability Anchor and the Hypercharge. The equipment is still the same. Resilient Skin 2, the Bulletproof Glass 3, and the Unstable Generator for the Super Cores and Bioenergy Regen, and the Fresh Bullet 3 for the creatures. But this right here, basically, it lowers the cost of everything in your hand. It doesn't matter what it is. Even the Ivy, the converter mod for creatures, it even lowers that every 10 seconds by 1. So that means you're able to get more Ivies out faster. Now for the deck, this is where things get a little interesting. Now this is where I have factored in some feedback from other content creators that have played my build and done videos with it. Namely, I'm going to throw out some shout outs here. Hat Creature, aka Mr. Decuffs, and also Zombies Are Emo. I'm going to put links to their channels in the description. Are two of them that fall that come to mind right off the top of my head. And there's probably some other ones too that I may need to give shout outs to, but for right now that's the only two I can think of, and I'm putting this intro together during my lunch break, so I may have to give more shout outs during the commentary and description links. But what I've done here is basically, you see with the deck, I have the same creatures: the Tough Zombie, the Licker, the Double Zombie, the Imposter Zombie, and the Dealer to help damage their economy. And that's why I'm running, instead of the Jester that does stun them pretty often, I like the damage that the Dealer does when she lands her Claw Slash to their economy, because if they get the full Claw Slash in, it's 40 credits down. But every swipe she lands is 10 credits off of them, and that's 10 less credits they have to buy resources to fight with, right? So I like the Dealer, and also she's lower cost. She's only 3 instead of 4. Now, I've also still running the Energy Leech Vapor and the Infection Vapor just for their benefits. Pretty self-explanatory. And we've still got the Converter mod for creatures. That's the only mod left in the deck. I don't even have the Efficiency mod creatures. You do not need it with this build. It's obsolete. With Spencer, you do not need it when you're running Paracelsus Generator. Now, in place of those mods, what I've done is I've once again incorporated the turret for the rifle to apply additional pressure over the top when I have a big swarm out, and to give it one more thing to deal with. And I'm also running the high explosive landmine. So now I have 2 direct damage options available in the deck on top of the same swarm of creatures. So this basically means that whenever I'm spamming everything out and all the costs are ticking down, you're going to see that the additional help of the turret and the mine are going to come into big play. Are coming to play big time. So, you know, this basically is a lot more versatile. It's a lot more dynamic. There's so many more options this opens up to you in terms of being able to interfere with the survivors, to hold them up with their speed running, to be able to dish out some more damage, take off some more time. So this actually helps to make everything so much more chaotic, and you're going to see that, especially in the last match I'm going to put up, which is going to be the longest match. So this is going to be kind of a long video, but make sure you watch all the way to the end to see that last match when I go up against a really good team that makes it all the way to Area 3 and see what happens. It's so good. But that's the basic breakdown of Sinister Spencer 3.0. It's just a change based on the new stuff available from 2.5. So this will be the upgraded edition. Since we did change the framework a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and call it 3.0. Because this does really play differently than 2.5 or 2.0 did, or even the original Sinister Spencer build. So what we're doing is we're basically just upgrading it and rolling with the punches, leaning into the changes, and this opens up a lot more, like I said, a lot more options and how to play. It makes this a lot more offensive than just with the creatures. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some games here and go over that. All right, here we go. So now we're jumping into some matches here real quick, and I want to go ahead and say, I didn't say this during the intro, but I have seen some people posting on my videos throwing some shade at Swing Point, saying that he, you know, quote, stole my build, end quote, for Sinister Spencer 2.5, and I mean, guys, there's no proprietary thing on these builds. I mean, I put that stuff up on YouTube, and I don't think he even knew my channel existed. I definitely don't think I'm not going to accuse him of stealing my build. You know, if he did encounter my build enough to reverse engineer it and think he needed to counter it, I'm actually flattered that my build has gotten that popular and people are using it that much, and I want to continue that trend and make the nastiest build for Spencer that I can. So just please do not leave comments on my videos or Swing Point's videos saying that he stole my build or anything like that. I don't like that. I mean, we're all, you know, we're all a community here. I mean, we're just content creators doing the best we can, and he is definitely a smart enough guy and knows this game inside and out, probably better than anyone else, to be able to figure out how the build works and how it was put together, and he got pretty close to what I have. So, you know, and it's all good. Don't be throwing shade at him, all right? Please don't do that. And so that out of the way here, let's go ahead and tackle what we're dealing with. So, like usual, I went ahead and started stocking up this room, and you see look how quick I was able to spam this up due to the Paracallus generator. I'm probably mispronouncing that. It's going to take a while to get it right, but yeah, it's the ongoing discount. You see how quickly it's ticking down every time anything moves. It's ticking down and ticking down and ticking down. So I'm constantly getting everything discounted every 10 seconds. So I'm able to just spam up mobs just so quick. And on top of that, the turret and the mine. So you can see here I've got everything energy leached. They're coming in here clearing it out, which is fine. I want them to burn up everything they got. And we're going to be watching them go through here. I'm going to put down some more mobs in here and try to refill what they're killing. So I have to fight more. Look at that. There's the first Ivy out already. And look how cheap all these creatures are. One. Everything is one eventually. So this build actually rewards you for, you know, keeping your deck cycling, so you keep those discounts rolling. And you're going to get I think we're going to have a lot of good results with this, even in the current meta with the shotgun, because you can crank creatures out so quickly that you can just consistently keep burning through their resources. And also, you know, on the plus side, fixing the problems that we had from Sinister Spencer 2.5 with not being able to give up the mods for more dynamic build with the you know, like guns and mines. This actually solves that problem. So you're going to see how that works here. So they cleared out that first room, so I'm going to go ahead and come up here, which I rarely get to do, and try to resist them in this area since they cleared out that one. So I'm going to basically just keep this area full all the way up through where they're trying to get to that room with the last key. Because anywhere else they look around, if they want to waste time looking, that's just time they're wasting. They're not going to get anything from it. But they have to come through here and deal with this shit. I mean, they have to. So for right now, I'm almost at creature cap, so I don't want to use the double zombie yet. I'm going to wait till they either kill something or I have an affordable single creature, which I was going to use the dealer, but then I realized I can just go ahead and use that discounted because I was at 6. Now I dropped the dealer for 1 less. And I'm going to get infection on everything, so they're nasty. I'm going to put that teleportation trap from the supply zombie there, and keep locking the door, keep turning off the lights. I'm going to keep putting down creatures, so when they get over here they got to deal with that. And eventually I'm going to put a turret over the top of it, so that when they start coming in here it's going to hold them off, and I can keep stacking up what they're going to fight in the room with the keys. So you see, I believe I've got that. Yeah, this is level 3 lock on the door now, I believe, and the lights are still off. And look at that, I've got another Ivy ready to go. Two Ivies in area 1. 2. So this is so much better than battery. I mean, I don't have 20 bioenergy, but that's okay. I don't fucking need it. I don't need creature mod efficiency mod creatures. I don't need the small generator mod. You know, I've got a This is probably, and this is actually the first just test build that I put together, but it works so well. I think I just got lucky and completely just found the right combination of stuff, at least for me, how I play. And adding in the mine and the turret just makes it even better. So you see this turret's holding them off here. You see that they're not wanting to come in here because they're getting shot. And then they run into the mine and they get shot again. And then you're going to see Martin here rushing, and whoop, there you go. Teleportation trap. Bye. You're all the way back to the spawn. So that's one of them down. And at least he's out of commission for a moment. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the turret back down here, where they're coming in with the torch to shoot them in the back while they're fighting the creatures, give them more to deal with. See, it's taking time off of them. They just got bit there. Oh, no, they went down, actually. Okay, so that's a down. And yep, so we're going to go ahead and just keep this room swarmed up to make it as hard to get in here and get that key and get out as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and put a trap in here, because if they do try to rush through, they're going to get blown up. Yep, so basically just look at that. Look, one cost liquor, and I didn't have to do anything for it. Just leave it in my hand. And I got another Ivy ready to go. Look at this. It's insane, the amount of crazy shit that I can do with this build already. And this is, like I said, this is just my initial build for it. I'm putting this out just to get something out there, so my fellow Spencer mains that like using my build can have an upgraded, updated version. And I may further refine this later when I do some more testing. But this is working so well, I don't know if I need to, because I mean I have just I had 4 matches with this, yeah, it was pretty decisive on all 4. So look right here, area 1. We've got 2 of them down. We got the other 2 in caution. They're poisoned. They're in overtime, and he's not even going to make it over here. That's it, done already. Area 1. So, yeah. So yeah, that's what an area 1 victory looks like with this build. And this was actually the last match I played last night / this morning. So I'm kind of showing these in reverse order. Alright, so here is a match against another really good team. And this is at the casino, which a lot of people say is the most balanced map. I think it's a little more geared toward the survivors, but hey, whatever. So we got another Tyrone, we got another Martin, another Valerie, and this time we got a January. So, I mean, they've got a really good setup to actually counter me here, if they're smart. Especially with all the new skills, like January should be just getting, buku amounts of free shit out of breaking the cameras. And I'm pretty sure, I think this is the match where the team was running the Pyro Tyrone.
You will need to explore to unlock.
So I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff up here. And then I'm going to zip over here to this other area to turn off the lights and start stocking it up for when they bust through here.
Locked. Does the sound of their breath...
I don't really like having to split my forces, but in this map it's kind of a necessity. Because usually it's only 1, maybe 2 of them going up into that northern office. So. And then we'll put the turret down here over the top just to make sure they have a harder time in here. And I think I'm gonna try to lock them in, but I might not get to. No, okay. So yep, come over here and put down a liquor and some other stuff. Look how cheap everything gets so quick. It's so quick. I mean, look at that. Tough zombie for 1. Ready to go.
Go ahead, take it.
Come over here, and I'm going to try to hold him up from getting in that room, but I think he's going to get through the door before I can relock it. So, yeah, so he's going to get into that room with the 2 keys, but I'm going to go ahead and lock him in, and then I'm going to come over here and start spamming this area up with a bunch of annoying shit to make it harder to get in and out of here. Go ahead and infect everything on the map. So there we go. There's the zombie doing its thing. Munching down on Martin. Good boy. Yeah, let's see. I can't see what's going on here. Okay, so yeah, I'm back on camera 7, locking that door. And once again, just trying to get in their way. Just trying to make them have to deal with everything. And put the turret down just to shoot at them a little bit, just to fuck with their day. Which I'm sure January is probably going to take that out pretty easily. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I believe put a trap down in front of the lock. Can't remember what I did here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I can't remember if that's going to do me any good or not, or just feed them 10 seconds, but it's not going to matter. So I'm going to wait for them to come over here, and boom, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and try to bite Morton, but there's Pyro Tyrone backing him up, so they're going to come over here. I'm going to ask them why they seek to annoy me. Alright, so they got through Area 1 pretty quick. They were definitely have more potential than the last team. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a couple of things down here because they're so cheap. Once again, I mean, this is a Spam Spencer's, like, I mean, just ideal for a Spam Spencer, because I can just get everything for so fucking cheap. And all I have to do is stall. And what's the one thing Spencer's best at? Stalling for time. Holding them up. So I'm going to park Yorick up here. And I'm going to go ahead and start, I believe, yeah, lock this door and start spamming this room up to protect him. I'm going to go ahead and get an Ivy out. And get everything infected. So there's an vulnerability anchor. I'm just going to put it right on him. And keep him protected. So they've got the door open, but they're not coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and play some door games here. No, not. No, never mind. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so I wasn't able to because they opened the door again. But now the Ivy got hold of one of them. So then I'm going to try to rush out past here for a Claw Slash. And I'm going to land right on. Yeah, I got January with it. Yeah, I got the whole thing. Look at that. And then they went down with the... Yeah, so that was a lot of time off the clock there. So I went ahead and fucked their day up with the dealer. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the anchor off of Yorick here and start spamming some more shit in here. Yeah, this is offline, so I can't control anything. So I believe I'm just going to go with the turret over the top. Yeah. And, yeah. Wait for it. No, I got the anchor. Okay, good. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm really not doing well navigating the camera there. But then I'm going to put a D-field here just to try and fuck with them to see how many I get. I got one of them at least. And I think I tagged another one too, but didn't drop them. So they're coming here, break the camera, drop the anchor. I'm recovering that camera so I can get back in here. I'm going to lock them in so they can't retreat. And I'm going to give them a lot to deal with here. And there's another turret over the top. That, boom, boom, boom. So they drop Yorick, but yeah, he's getting eaten by the Ivy. And I'm also siphoning time off with the turret, because every one of those shots I landed was an extra 3 seconds on top of him getting dropped for 15. So, oh, hey, look at that. Then he died. There's 30 seconds off. So you can see how much more, like, you know, how this is stepping the game up more than 2.5 did, because I'm able to put a lot more pressure on them and maintain it steadily. I'm able to keep pressure on them the entire time. Like, I'm not, there's so far not been any points where I've been stuck without bioenergy or a dead hand that I can't play off cards because they cost too much, because I don't have to worry about what they cost. I mean, they get discounted down so quickly. Look, my liquor's already at 2 for a liquor. Look at that, 1 for a double zombie. Just look at that. I can go ahead and look at that with that energy leech. Boom, it just shot. I'm already back up at almost full bioenergy. I can just keep this shit going. And look, they're already done. They're done for. They're fucked. They have no chance. Look at that. Negative 30. Even if they had gotten that turret, it would have still been overtime. They were done. So there's Area 2 victory with this Sinister Spencer 3.0 build. And you can see how much nastier it is. You can see how much more dynamic it is. How big of a difference those mines and the turrets make. So yeah. So let's take a look at the big match now. So now this one is this was the first match that I played with this. I just went into practice mode to test it out, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go into a live match, because that's where the rubber meets the road anyway, and that's where this really needs to perform. So this team was just bonkers. I mean, they're not the highest rank of any of the teams that I fought, but my God, they are coordinated. And watch what happens here. Now, this is a whole different animal. So watch when they come running out here. They are just going to, like, I mean, it's constantly going to be just, you know, in my face, up my ass, with the damage. I mean, I'm not going to get much of a chance to do anything. As soon as they come out here, I'm going to try to put the turret down, and they're going to kill my camera before the turret can load. It's how quick. Watch when they come out here. They're just going to come out swinging. Look at that. Boom. Done. Look, January already killed my first camera. I come over here, and look at that. I have just enough time to put down a mine, and January's already got me nailed down with a shotgun. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be coming over this way, so I'm going to go ahead and lock it, get this area spammed up. I think they might, okay, maybe they're actually going the other way. Like I said, this was just my first test match, and it just so happens that the way it turned out, I was very happy with this setup, so I kept running with it. Oh man, the only one problem I did have was I had one match where it was loading in, it got stuck at like 28% and it just wouldn't load, so I had to dashboard out and close it. And I got the disconnect penalty for that, and that really pisses me off because that was not my fault. You know, I would not have quit out of that match if it had loaded and I could have played it. And man, that's the fact that I get penalized for the game being unstable really ticks me off. But anyway, so I'm gonna come up here and put the turret down, but they kill it instantly. I don't have a chance to do anything with it. It didn't even get a shot off. I don't think so. That was just a free 20 seconds for them. But that's okay. That's fine. They're going to give them a lot of time, but we're going to take it all back. As you guys know, you know how Sinister Spencer games go. And I mean, point in fact, they just don't have the raw damage output to deal with this on a consistent basis because they're mainly going to get by for a while here on just skirting around as much as they can and not fighting everything. But you guys know with the way I play in Area 3, that's not an option. They have to deal with the shit that I'm putting in front of them. They don't have a choice. And well, you'll see. So I've got this whole area swarmed up here. I let them have a free run at that other key here, which I probably shouldn't have done. Which the first match we saw was an indication of why that would be better. So I'm always hoping they come over here first, so I get more of a chance to eat at them. But this is fine. So they're coming over here, and this is my first point that I'm seeing them try to deal with my, creature hordes. So this is my first indicator of what kind of game I was in for. So there goes Martin with his little flashy thing. And yeah, now there's the point when I jump in the dealer by mistake because I was trying to relock the door, even though it's still on cooldown because I was blinded. I was just looking for EIS to interact with, and it was the dealer. And then they break my camera. Now, instead of switching the other one, I just repair this one because I need the POV on the door over here. My goal at this point is just to lock them in and keep them in here, to keep letting the creatures have a chance to keep biting them. Because if I get bites off these creatures, if each one of them is getting bites and then they kill them, I'll still come out ahead as long as they're getting bites in. Because most of these creatures only give 5 to 10 seconds if they're killed, and if I get a 15-second bite off of them, that's still trading up for me. And, basically I'm just more wanting to, I mean, even if they don't, though, even if they kill everything, I'm eating up their resources, their ammo, everything they need to kill them. So, that's fine. And here they come into, so they're getting to Area 1, and they're going to go ahead and shoot up my camera here because, they're just going to waste ammo. That's fine. That's what I want them to do. I'll happily feed them time to get the resources because, like I said, the goal is at the end of the game, in Area 3, I'm going to take all that time back. I'm going to take all of it back. Which is really where the Sinister aspect comes into this build because I love it. Because look at this, they got 7.5 minutes going into Area 2. Area 2.
Continue.
And we're going to see how that works out for them. So, yeah, I need to update my presets too. I think I could probably do away with the lickers and dogs and put some actual zombies in here. That's another thing that I saw on Mr. Decus's aka Hack Creatures channel about how he's got a lot of setups going with like partially armored zombies and imposter zombies and stuff like that. So the grabby creatures, although I mainly put the mutated creatures like the lickers and dogs out just to give me something, some chaotic shit for them to deal with, so I have time to set up my real opposition. So that's just mainly my my keeping them busy point. So there they go. They took the anchor out. And I'm just, there's stuff running down here, still trying to attack them. So I'm going to go ahead and get some stuff up here, put down the turret on that camera so I can come over here and try to get some more shit. So there's at least one round I got them with, but I think they break the camera, or they break the turret after that. I don't think I get another shot at them. No, they're too busy over here, so I'm going to go ahead and try the D field. I don't get the angle right, so they dodge it.
Does the sound of
No
their
biggie.
breath make you tingle with fear?
Alright, they're coming back over here. So yeah, there's, I mean, not much going on at this point. Mic there, sorry about that. Sorry, I unplugged my mic there, but I'm back now. Okay, so alright, so yep, so there we go. Spawn this area up just to try and once again put up resistance, make sure that they don't have a chance to excuse me, so they don't have a chance to get through here without expending resources, just making them have to fight more. And then I'm going to put the turret down over here behind them to shoot them in the back while they're trying to deal with that, so they got to turn around and deal with it and the creatures, which I think they're able to do pretty easily. So like I said, this is a good team. This is a really good team here. I mean, this kind of, I had to really sweat my ass off trying to fight them off in Area 1 and 2. And then I definitely did not hold back in Area 3, because this is so far the only team I've had with this build to make it to Area 3, actually. Spoiler alert, they're going to make it to Area 3. See, they just stun locked Yorick there with the shotguns. Man, those fucking shotguns, man. I still can't believe Neobards didn't rebalance that with this update, that they think that's okay, that's acceptable. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, look at this. I can hardly do anything. I mean, those shotguns are able to take out my cameras, my creatures, stun lock everything. And, you know, if not for the fact I have the invulnerability anchor, they probably wouldn't be able to land any attacks at all. So they wonder why everybody's playing Annette and Spencer. It's because they're the only ones that can deal with the survivor cheese, man. And I don't know how the hell Annette deals with it. I mean, I know she's got really thick creatures, but man, I mean, if they're just going to stun them and run away, you know, if they're not killing them, who cares? You know? Which, I played that thick defense Annette build from Swing Point. I have done that, and it does work, at least as far as the last patch. I haven't tried it in this patch yet, but it's probably still the most effective tactic available for Annette. I can't think of anything that would be better. I mean, her new passives they put out aren't great. I mean, the one for dogs and liquors is kind of cool if you run a Beastmaster build, I guess, if that's your thing. But giving up the to get the zombies not to play dead and to be immune from knockback until they're mobile, I mean, is that worth giving up the defense boost or the creature HP? I mean, I'd say no. So, I don't think you're going to see the Annette meta change much. I think this change to the Spencer meta really is going to help Spencer mains, so, because even against a really good team here that's just, I mean, dominating me, to be honest, at this point. I mean, they really are just kicking my ass. I mean, look, they're still gaining time on me here. I mean, they came in with like 725, and they were at over 8 minutes a second ago until I downed Martin there. But they're going to get that back, of course. I put the anchor down right before they blow up the or break the camera. So it's, you know, once again, they're not giving me a chance to do much. So, you know, they're doing really good at keeping me crowd controlled, not just my creatures. So they're crowd controlling me, the mastermind, by, you know, dominating the camera. Now at this point, I didn't catch Martin going in here quick enough, and I spent too much stuff in the other room, so I don't have anything to use on him. This is the point when I do have a dead hand that's ineffective. I could have dropped the generator mod, but yeah, I want to keep it in my hand for now. The bioenergy recharge rate's a nice little boost here, so I'm going to go ahead and hang on to that, and I'm just going to deal with trying to get in their way out here. I'm going to put down the one liquor and the invulnerability anchor once again, just to delay them, just to eat up a little bit more of their time, a little bit more of their resources. And hey, look at that, it killed one of them, or it downed one of them, so that was nice. So that gives me a little bit more time here to get set up. I'm going to go ahead and lock this door, turn off that light so they don't have anywhere to go when they run in here. I'm going to go ahead and drop the double zombie, and I'm going to wait for the imposter to be, yeah, there we go. Put the imposter boy down. Now I'm going to jump in the imposter boy, however they are going to, yeah, they're going to, Warren's going to kill me with a shotgun. Now watch as he comes through here. Valerie stepped on the teleportation trap and zapped her and Jan back to the start, so they're going to have to run back. So I've got a minute to fuck with Morton here and Becca, but Becca broke my camera here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop an Ivy over here at Martin, and I'm going to put Tough Boy down and anchor them. And then I'm going to jump in the tough zombie to try and get some swipes and bites in. But see, they already broke the anchor that quick. Look at that. So, and there's Martin's stun trap, but that's going to wear off here, so I'm going to get a little greasy on him. Yeah, smell the Vaseline from my gimp suit, buddy. It's right there. Smell it. And get some swipes in just because I can. So now they're going into Area 3 with 9 minutes and 56 seconds. Almost 10 minutes, so... With my old Sinister Spencer build, this might have been loss number 3. Because I lost exactly 2 matches with Sinister Spencer 2.5. This one, so far so good. Out of 4 matches that I was able to actually play, 4 victories. 2 in Area 2, 1 in Area 1, 1 in Area 4, or 3 here. Area 4. Jeez. Oh god, if they add a 4th area to this game, what would that be like? So I'm going to go ahead and spam up the platform here, the central platform, and just once again, just to hold them up while I set up my real defense over here. I'm going to drop that mine down, get everything infected. Now, look how quickly I'm able to spam everything here between the hypercharge and the native discount built into my passive here. Now I'm going to go ahead and come over here, and I'm going to put, I believe, yeah, put a turret down. So now they got a turret shooting at them while they're trying to deal with what's over there. And they're trying to, yeah, so there's a lot to deal with. And at the same time, I'm still spamming more creatures. I got the anchor put down. Now I'm going to come over here and vapor everything. Energy leech and infection. Then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to try to get them with the D field. I might attack a couple of them. And while they're dealing with that, I'll also hit the switch for the elevator. So holding them up. So we got a minute off of them already, off the clock here. And that's going to continue to dwindle, so we see 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 15 seconds coming off. Look at the time falling off in chunks. And so now I'm going to go ahead and spam this room up. I believe I'm going to... So I'm just basically trying to maintain as many levels of resistance on them as I can. So we got another one down here. You see the time fluctuating up and down wildly because of everything happening. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, the liquor jumped out here, so I'm going to come out there. That turret is not doing a lot of work because the ivy is going to down her, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the turret for that last shot to go ahead and start getting some stuff out here because I see Valerie in there. I'm going to start spamming this room up, and I want to get the vapors on everything so they're infected. You see there's still one of them down there, which I believe was the one from the ivy bite. And yep, they're going to pick her up. There they go. So now at this point, I believe they're actually attacking the biocore for the first time, but they're going to go ahead and get swarmed up here. I'm not going to let them have this biocore, not without a fight. And now I got the anchor on everything, so now I am jumping in the zombies and taking control of them, which I didn't used to do as much, but at this point I've only got like 4 creatures on the anchor, and I've got them anchored, so I'm going to try to make them get the most out of them as I can. You see we got our blue gimp suit tough boy biting the other one there. So now we've driven them off the anchors, and I was able to catch Martin before his stun fully went off. So I only got a little bit of stun there. I think I pretty much ate all of it, that one creature. Get back up here. And I'm getting everything. Yep, see there's the hypercharge, so I'm able to spam this whole room up here. And look at this. Look at this. I mean, they are just getting wrecked, man. I mean, they're just getting, there's way too much for them to deal with here. There's a turret over the top, and now I'm going to come out here to where they're trying to hide. I'm going to drop some stuff here, drop a D field, just to chase them off. So I've actually managed to push them pretty much out of the room at this point, I believe. I don't think there's anyone left in the room that's alive. Nope, because the turret's not tracking them. So we got them down here. I'm going to go ahead and close that door and lock it, and put some more mines down here. I'm going to anchor a couple things in here, come back to the outside, and start putting up stuff to keep them restricted. There's Becca trying to shotgun my camera, which I don't care about. I'm just going to go back in here for a second while she wastes her ammo. Take the anchor off. I'm going to put the turret here. Okay, so yeah, there was my alarm to get ready to go back to work, so I'm just going to have time to finish this. And let it render so I can upload it later. So, alright, so there is the... Okay, so there we go. So there's the turret. I'm going to go ahead and take it off so I can put more creatures in here. Hypercharge. And I'm also keeping track of my creature count. I want to make sure the creatures there that are pushing them back are doing their thing. And, yep, so check this out here. So there we go. Lock the door. And I'm going to come out here to where there's like one creature on the tether. So I'm going to go ahead and I think drop the tether so she doesn't get the credit for breaking it. Nope. Nope, I'm not. Okay. No, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I think she's out of ammo. I think Becca's out of resources. Nope, there goes her shotgun again. So yeah, that's it. Go ahead. Use all your shotgun shells, Becca. Use all of them. See what happens. There's a turret out here for you. And notice these turrets, man. I got like just turrets everywhere. So you see how much this is to deal with. I mean, they came in here with like, 9 minutes and almost 10 minutes, and they were like, you ain't shit like that. You ain't a threat, boy. And then look what happens. They just like a brick wall, man. I love it. Still, I love that this principle still works. That the super cores still work. That the creature spam still works, especially when you augment it. That now I can augment it with the high explosive mine and the turret. So look in here, they are just, I mean, there are at least 2 of them in here, maybe 3, and they are just getting fucking wrecked by these creatures. They cannot do shit. I mean, look at this. I'm in this creature just looking for something to hit, and there's nothing I can hit. They're all fucking done. I mean, they're all down. I mean, the only one that's left up is January. I'm not even sure where the fuck she's at. I think she's hiding in the spawn, which I believe is what they end up doing for the rest of the match. So look at this. So I pushed them out of the room a couple of times, and they fought back in, and by that point they are just, there's 3 of them down and dying. The only one left up is January, and she's hiding in the spawn room. See my dealer coming out here. Yeah, so she's hiding in the spawn. So now they're starting to die off. So I'm expecting them to try and make some kind of last push here, but I love it. Oh my god, they literally just hide. They're done. They don't want any more part of it. They're just like, nope, fuck it. We're just gonna hide in here and let ourselves die from the virus. They have no desire. They don't want any more part of me. I'm trying to taunt them out, and there's nothing. And I believe I'm even going to try to put the default down that hallway just to fuck with them, because I mean, there's nothing they can do. They have no shit, no chance. And yeah, so there you go, Sinister Spencer 3.0, man. Look at that. And they had no chance. They didn't even get through the first biocore. They didn't even break the first core. They got about maybe 2/3 of the way through it, maybe, and that was about it. I know they got a little over half of it done. So there you go, Sinister Spencer 3.0. Thanks for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Check out the Patreon, and we'll catch you Black Cloaks in the next experiment. Bye.